joining us. This is Vinay Bothra. I am a Salesforce consultant at Horizontal, and I have been part of Jaipur Salesforce ecosystem for 3 years now. And I am excited today as we are going to learn a lot about Salesforce CMS and Marketing Cloud apps. And yeah, can't wait to walk you through all this. And before that, I am going to, pass to my co-host Shobit, and so that he can do a quick round of introduction of himself and take us with the agenda today that we are having in this session. Over to you, Shobit.
Thank you, Vinay. So, hello everyone. I'm Shubhat Bahari, working as a senior Salesforce consultant at Horizontal Digital. I have around 9+ years of experience in QA. So let's start with today's session. Vinay, if you can hit next. Yeah. So let's go through today's agenda. In our session, we would be covering some basic overview of Salesforce CMS. How would it be helpful for marketers when CMS and Marketing Cloud work hand in hand? And finally, we would be covering some products that are available to leverage CMS content into Marketing Cloud, along with a quick demo around these products. And after all of this, at the last, we'll wrap up taking some questions from your side and a quiz from our side to share a couple of giveaways for the winners. So, yeah. What is Salesforce CMS? So before starting with Salesforce CMS, we all know that in the not too distant past, even earlier last year, the customers were used to engaging with us in the physical world. That means shopping in our stores, visiting our offices, and meeting in persons. So, but today that's all changed. Today, our customers aren't just digital first; they are all digital, and that's here to stay. Content is an integral part of our okay. Content is an integral part of our digital. Can you move back, Subhina? So content is an integral part of CMS and is an integral part of digital experience, whether it's email, portal, website, mobile, or any commerce storefront as well. So that is where Salesforce CMS comes into the picture and helps provide a solution to our digital buyers. So Salesforce CMS is an hybrid CMS, allowing us to create content and extend it to any Salesforce touchpoint, such as commerce site, marketing email, or experience cloud. Additionally, you can extend the same content to any external touchpoint as well, providing the customer with a seamless, connected experience all across. It is simple, fast, flexible, and connected to Salesforce Customer 360. So it is taking the data from customers CRM. So the main component of CMS are workspace, content types, and channels. What is workspace? Workspaces can be considered as a repository or a library where all the content of the customer is created and stored. What are content types? Content types refer to the different types of content that can be created in that repository. Example, images, news, document, blogs, etc. And finally, the channels. Channels are the bridge which help us in sharing the content across different Salesforce touchpoints as well as external touchpoints. It was announced by Salesforce on October 14, 2019 for general availability in their Winter 20 release. As we had just discussed that it is a hybrid CMS, so it can be used to create and manage content at one centralized location and then syndicate this content from that location to Salesforce as well as external touchpoint. There are free and paid versions of CMS available right now. So there are some differences between both the versions, which we'll be covering in the upcoming slides. Hybrid CMS is designed to deliver the content across different channels to different platforms, connecting it to the data, customer data in the CRM itself. So what benefit does it have is that it makes the content personalized to the maximum extent for the customer. There are some out-of-the-box content types available. to be utilized in Salesforce CMS, like image, news, and document. These are the out-of-the-box content types available. But apart from that, we can create custom content types as per our need, and we can publish those in whatever platform we want to. So we can prepare blogs, emails, newsletters, etc. The role-based content content authoring or content sharing here refers to the capability of Salesforce CMS, which allows the users or public groups to be added as a contributor to specific CMS workspace. The point to be noted here is that contributors access role is specific to a CMS workspace. So the level of access for any user may vary from one workspace to another. CMS, the contributor access available right now in CMS are content admin and content manager. Content manager has full access to all the content across the CMS workspace that it has been given access to. The content admin has all the access that content manager has, and on top of that, they can manage the contributors in the workspace as well as the content sharing. Vinay, if you can hit next slide. So this is how there is similar branding all across the customer platform, be it providing the banners, the promotions in which the text is displayed on the image, or be it blogs or newsletters, as you can see in the right corner, that we can create blogs, newsletters, as we had discussed, using the custom content types. So next, Vinay. Yeah, so these are some of the examples. So today the customers demand personalized experiences that are connected to their data, and not only that, they demand that their experiences remain same all across the company interactions, wherever they connect with company, be it any platform. So whether they are discovering products on a website, seeking answers in a help center, or just updating their account details in a portal, it is important that throughout each of these interactions, the experience is connected. When a customer leaves a website, they want to ensure that they are picking right back up when they move to their mobile app. So suppose if we are in the middle of something on the website, and customer wants to continue right back from there on the mobile platform, so that's why the consistent experience is needed on both or any other platform on which the customer is interacting with the company. The product should be the same, the branding should be the same, their personal data should be consistent all across these platforms. Next. I can see, yeah, I can see that. Okay. So now these are some of the key features which Salesforce CMS is providing to the digital experience. So companies can create the data at one centralized location, and it is shown on across all the platforms to which it is connected. So if we are updating that data at the centralized location, it suddenly appears at all the location as the updated up-to-date data, up-to-date content that we are updating. So it is powerfully simple. It is what does it mean that the UI is simple, the process for using it is simple. So any user on any team involved across the customer journey can update this, can use this data. It is fast and flexible, so teams can scale content to any experience on any channel. So any channel can be what we discussed, like Experience Cloud, emails. Any channel they can use the data, they can scale the data, they can use that content that they have created at the central location. Next, Vinay. Okay, so there are some out-of-the-box integrations available right now for Salesforce CMS, which helps in utilizing that data uh, uh, by using clicks. There is no code needed. There is no other extra efforts needed. Just clicks. Using clicks, we can use this content on these locations. So first is Experience Builder. So this is used to manage content on portals, sites, forums, and mobile apps. Then there is B2C Commerce Page Designer. This is used to manage content on your website or targeted landing pages or promotion pages, gift guides, etc. Then finally is Pardot Email Builder, which is Lightning Email Builder, as you can see in the slide. So this is used to deliver content all across the outbound messaging, be it email, be it mobile ads, be it any other social channel. So next, Vinay. Yeah. So as we had discussed that there are two different versions of CMS, Salesforce CMS available. One is free trial and another one is paid one. So there are some differences between both, but the key differences which we can see right here is the content records that are supported by the free trial are 500. So what does it mean that we can create 500 records of one content type? Be it 500 images, 500 blogs, 500 news items, etc. Then similarly there are content types available for free trial. These are 20 content types that you can create. There are 20 different types of content that you can create in CMS right now for the free trial version, whereas both are unlimited in the paid version of CMS. Rest all the services are offered across both the versions, be it in, out of the box integration with some of the platforms, or be it API integration with external platform. Both versions are supporting that. And then next. Okay, so that's all about all the basics about Salesforce CMS, which brings us to the core agenda of the session, that is bringing CMS and Marketing Cloud together. So Vinay, I would like to hand it over to you to show us what do you have in store for us that will help us utilize this CMS content into the Marketing Cloud.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Shobit, for laying the Salesforce CMS foundation for everyone here. Uh, Before we dive in, just a little bit of housekeeping. If you have any question at all during the presentation, please type them in Q&A window. You probably see that is on your right side. There is a Q&A tab where you can type your question. So we will try to address those questions during the presentation or maybe at the end. and I'm gonna keep my video feed turned off here because I think I'm facing some lag, so that at least my voice feed stays stable. And let me know if my voice doesn't come through in maybe in the chat. Okay, so I am just going to connect the dots here between Salesforce CMS and Marketing Cloud. Salesforce CMS can do a lot of different things, right? Across a lot of channels, as Shobit mentioned in the earlier slide. But Marketing Cloud is where we need to bring content, right? Which is even relevant across multiple channels. So one of the big challenge that we often see with our clients is that they not being able to stitch together that customer experience, right? For say a user purchase some products on website, right? So communication needs to go through the email or maybe to SMS and later on push notification on your mobile apps, right? And in a sense to really have a central repository of content. And what differentiate you as a company is how you enable that customer experience, right? Because a lot of customers can switch brands, right? If you lack like attention or personalization or engagement, right, through your brand. And in all of these, content is the driver here, right? So think of a company or a website that understands and recognize you, right? In a sense that they know about your interests or preferences or your collaboration with them in the past, right? And with that, they know they would like to make you happy, right? And how can they do it by serving you relevant content, right, to keep you informed and engaged, right? And in return, they grow as a company over the time, right? And that is where exactly CMS comes into the picture, because great content can keep your customer engaged with the brand. And as you all know, in the Salesforce ecosystem, we have Salesforce CMS, right, which is a great product to provide a central repository to keep your content, right, be it images, video, or text, or maybe blog, right, and keep all of these, in sync across all your touch points, right? But in marketing cloud, we basically build digital marketing campaigns, right? Which can be very difficult and tedious work. And many marketers knows the difficulty of downloading images from their content management system and uploading them again in marketing cloud, just to realize the pixel is not correct, it's off here and there, or the text itself is not out of sync. So as you are looking at these two products, you must be wondering, like, how can these two really fill the dots, to connect with each other, so that you don't have to worry about, downloading and uploading content from one place to another. But there is no native way to integrate content between Salesforce CMS and Salesforce Marketing Cloud. So, so we have two apps here to eliminate that hassle: CMS Sync and CMS Connect. And these app can create a wonderfully simple and great way to sync content from Salesforce CMS into Marketing Cloud, right? Which will enable you to manage your content in one place, which is Salesforce CMS, and reduce the time to build your marketing campaign, quick and easy at scale. Uh, Yeah, so CMS Connect. So this app basically provides you a native way of integration between Salesforce CMS and Marketing Cloud. So instead of downloading and uploading content manually, everything is automated. Right? When I say everything, yes, everything. So you have an option to sync content in an automated fashion, or maybe at a click of a button, you can transfer content on demand, and that to multiple business unit that you have in Marketing Cloud. So it's a managed package app, built natively on Salesforce for your Salesforce CMS. Or and as we all know, we have multiple channels, like what Shobit mentioned, like B2C, maybe B2B, or Experience Cloud, right? And we have multiple content types, right? Standard, and you also can create custom in Salesforce CMS. So we will look how this app works around all of these factors, to provide you an enterprise solution in our demo. But this app will basically copy and paste all your content from from Salesforce CMS, and whatever you want to provide to your Marketing Cloud, or maybe business unit within those Marketing Cloud, right? And which will be basically based on the configuration that you will be doing within the app. And another awesome feature about it is that you can automate it. You can sync the content on schedule basis once you are done with the configuration, right? So you don't have to worry about it afterwards. Okay. From architectural point of view, it may look much similar if you see, but it's a bit of complex under beneath. And reason being because even though the app, or a controlling app, I would say, sits in the Salesforce, but for every connection, we'll talk more about what's a connection in our demo, but remember this for now. So for every connection that you set up between Salesforce CMS and Marketing Cloud, the app basically creates a standalone Node.js app on Heroku, right? Uh, Corresponding to that connection. and which does the heavy loading for you to copy content from CMS to Marketing Cloud. So here Heroku basically hosts the custom data transfer service layer, or you can call it as integration layer between CMS and Marketing Cloud. And it and all of these is just one time, one click setup that you can probably do and forget it about it after it is done. And and once everything is set up, like on its scheduled time, Salesforce CMS app basically collect all the information about the content that you want to sync, right? And send it over to Heroku, saying that, hey Heroku, can you push this content to Marketing Cloud? And and Heroku fetches all of the content from Salesforce CMS using connected REST API and push it to Marketing Cloud in a very specific folder using content builder API. And those API are basically enabled by install package at the end of Marketing Cloud that we set up. And this is basically a API enabled install package. And those who don't know what's an install package, it is something similar to a connected app in Salesforce, if you have used before, which you use to communicate, right? So we use install package to communicate with Marketing Cloud to use it APIs. And I know it may sound a lot right now, but it looks good when you are just using the app itself. So you just don't have to worry about what goes in the background. We will see more into the demo, but yeah, this is all from the high level perspective for CMS Connect. And then there is one another complementary app that we have along with CMS Connect, that is Cms Sync. And this Cms Sync is our premier custom content block app. And under just 3 clicks, yes, 3 clicks, it allows you to select content and dynamically reference that content in your email straight from Salesforce CMS. And if you ask me what advantage you have over the previous app, you don't need to first copy paste or the content in Marketing Cloud. You just have to drag and drop the images that you plan to use in your campaign. You can make some modification and then you're good to go, like, right? So no hard copy, just plain reference of seamless content. And this way your content is always up to date, centralized, and ready to use. And another cool feature about it is it gives the availability to our digital marketer is to play with the content, right? Even before they decide to use it in mail. Uh, so like resizing the image, aligning the images, like basic things while they design their marketing campaigns. One thing I would like to mention here is, although the current version of this app only supports image content type, but you have a power to filter and search based on your channels that you have in Salesforce CMS, or the content that you seek to use. Yeah. Okay. So let's deeper from architecture standpoint for CMS Sync. Um, uh, at your screen, this is basically the high level implementation. So it may look similar to Cms Connect, right? You have the Salesforce and Marketing Cloud as your source and target, right? And Heroku acting as a middleware. But rather than copy and pasting the content itself, you use the reference instead, right? So if you ask me, how does it, work? So every content in Salesforce CMS that you create has a public URL, right? And that public URL is basically that you use to any touch point where you want to consume the content. And we leverage the same public URL to show and update the content for you in marketing campaigns that you would like to design. And another difference that I can point out is Cms Connect is purely a Node.js integration app. It doesn't have any front end piece to it, because you do the mapping and configuration in Salesforce managed package app. But in CMS Sync, you use the app directly in Marketing Cloud Content Builder, that you can also install via install package, right? But has a custom content block. So CMS Sync Heroku app is built with the help of Node.js and Salesforce React framework, to provide the front end to our custom content block. And that app basically does the authentication to your or queries the CMS content, using APIs, and render that output using content builder block SDK when you select channel and content type. And those who don't know about content builder block SDK, it means I mean, it's just a completely a topic for another session. But when you create marketing email, you basically designing an email in content builder, and for that builder, you can create blog widgets, to host third party apps basically. And that's exactly where SDK comes in. It provides you the communication with the editor, right? By exposing some cross dom level methods basically. uh, um, I know right now there is not enough to visualize, so I guess it's time to see a live demo. Let me try to share my screen once again. Shobit, can you confirm that we are seeing the CMS Connect here?
Yes, yes. We
Okay,
can
cool.
see the setup assistant.
Cool, cool. Okay, so we are basically inside one of our demo org that we basically, use in most of our demo. So, yep. So currently we are inside a Salesforce CMS app that comes out of the box, and from here you basically can create workspaces that. Um, okay, so the first step before adding content in Salesforce CMS is to create a workspace, right? And that is exactly your creative control room, I would say. Uh, so this is how a workspace looks like. Uh, and and within the workspace there are some channels that you can add, right? So this channel basically tells you that it's being this the content that sits in the workspace is being used in one of our B2B community, and then there is a public channel that is also added here, right? So with CMS, you can, manage assets, that are either private to your environment only, or, publicly accessible. So you can define this when you create CMS channel. Uh, we'll talk about how can you push content of private channel to Marketing Cloud in a second. But remember this, that in case of CMS Sync, you can only access content of public connections, right? So in case of CMS Sync, I will be getting content from only this public channel. Okay. After that, you can set up some content types basically. So from out of the box, you get document type, image type, news type, and then you can create a custom content as well. We have a one out of the Salesforce provided app that you can use to create these content type, right? And then you can see we have a ton of images here, depending on the workspace you are in, and the catalog that you are in. So you would see some images, some banner images here, and it's one centralized place to have content, right? Um, so now I will like talk about CMS Connect. So this is basically our CMS Connect app, and in the app connected, we have built a setup assistant for you. Basically, what it does, it's walk you through some of the steps that are needed to set up the app itself, right? So I have already completed a few of the steps. The only last one is left. So I will do it completely. You can monitor here that, yeah, it's 100% done, right? Okay. And uh, and this is exactly the CMS Connect controls center. Here you have a CMS connection, right? I remember I talked about it. So you can add a connection, right? Like maybe a marketing cloud where you want to sync your content. You can select the channels. In our case, we will select a public one. You can provide the uh, MID. Yeah, this is basically the business unit ID, and then yep, you have the new connection here. And in the connection itself, you can add mapping basically. So let's say you want to sync news maybe, right? uh, and in the news you have a title, body, a banner image, or expert. Like, let me give you one example of how a news basically looks like. So this is one of our content. So it has a body, it has a image, right? So let's try to sync the body and banner image to our marketing cloud, right? So I have already set up one connection, and in the same workspace I also have a new document that with the new products basically for our B2B marketing. So I would also like to sync that. So let me try to add that document here quickly. Then I can go as, and I know that the document sits in the source, so it basically map with the asset type of document here. You can confirm it as the final mapping that you want to do, right? And then you can activate it, and here you have an option basically to instant sync, right? And this is basically on demand sync that you can do. Let's try to click that instant sync, and let's wait for a couple of minutes before we see it in marketing cloud. And while it happens, you can see that we have also have a schedule mechanism here that sync the content for every 6 hours, so you don't have to worry about if your content management team creates a content, so you don't have to worry about it coming into marketing cloud. It will happen on a its schedule basis, right? And basically it will pass the information to Heroku, so you don't have to worry about it. And yep, and the other thing that I was talking about, let me try to add mapping one more time. Okay. So when you activate your connection, you have an option, right? It's deploy to Heroku, right? And that's exactly where it creates an app for you, basically the integration app between Salesforce CMS and Marketing Cloud. So uh, okay. So yeah, on just one click, it takes you to the Heroku, and here you can provide a bunch of information that is needed, like some information that connected app that you will be creating for CMS Connect, and some information from install package of Marketing Cloud, right? And yep, and from just one click, the app will be there. It will be activated here, and the sync will start happening, right? So remember, we click on the instant sync, right? So this is basically the content builder of our marketing cloud. And when you activate it, basically it creates a folder for you in the marketing cloud, and that's exactly where you will see the content coming it, right? You can see the image. There is a uh, HTML body that came in from our news item. Then the document also came in, right? It was just in one click. And now I would switch over to CMS Sync. Okay, so this is basically our content editor, right? So let's say that you want to create a marketing campaign, right? And the content management team just finished uploading content to Cms, right? And instead of copy pasting, you can quickly have a way to go to that connection and use the content directly. So let's say that I want to add a logo here, right? So this is basically our custom content block app that you can drag and drop here, right? And in just in a click, it will basically give an option to select channel. So this is the basically the experience that we were talking. It's a lightning experience, and here you can select the channel. Maybe let's select the GLO public, then image. And I know the team has created one logo with name logo within, right? You can search here, you can select it, and let me try to resize it to at a size that it looks good, right? I think this is great. I can center right it. I think left look good, right? And I can mark it done. And here you have it, right? And maybe you want to change this, basically the banner image, right? uh, Maybe let's try to select a different one. And yeah, in just one click it's done, right? So it doesn't copy paste your content, rather than use the reference of that image, right? And maybe we want to add image of a product, right? It's a new product that we have created recently. Just drag and drop the app, select the channel, select the content type. Right now it just you have image, but you can expect in the future that the other content may also get enabled, right? So the product code, it's 4100 something, right? And maybe select the piece. And yeah, it doesn't look good right now. Try to set it to 65, maybe. Yeah. And center align it, and there you go. You have designed your marketing campaign using the CMS Sync, very quick and easy, right? And from here you can send the emails. You can start sending your marketing campaigns, to increase your interaction. That can lead to better conversion rates, and give you more sales and profit. I think, yeah, that's all about it. CMS Connect and Sync. And now I am going to switch back to our slides. Okay, back to you, Shobit. Let's talk about which app basically our user can use, and how can they decide which one is correct for them.
Yeah. So thanks, Vinay, for the quick demo. So by now, most of you would be wondering which app would be the best for us to try out. So I would say it really depends. It depends on what features you want. So if you want more control over your content, if you want to use Marketing Cloud to launch omni-channel campaigns, then CMS Connect would be your best bet. This app's dashboard, which you have seen just now in the demo, that it lets you view all the connections into different Marketing Cloud business units at a glance, making it easy to send different content to different audiences. Plus, CMS Connect's content mapping feature allows you to control whether you send an image metadata or the file itself, which Vinay had just transferred during the demo. On the other hand, if you are looking for a lightning quick way to directly push content from website into an email, CMS Sync is the app for you. With CMS Sync, your content is always up to date at a centralized location and is ready to use into the emails directly. Next, Vinay. So these are some of the technical differences between both the apps, but I would like to highlight the major ones here. That if you want to sync all types of content, be it image, document, or any other custom content type as well, which you prepare inside of Salesforce CMS, then CMS Connect should be your choice, because as of now, the content type which we are supporting in CMS Sync is images only. The other content types would be coming soon in upcoming releases, but as of now, only image is being supported to be utilized in the emails. Second major difference is that if you would not like to clone the content from CMS into the content builder in Marketing Cloud and just reference it directly in the Marketing Cloud from CMS, then CMS Sync would be the app for you. And finally, the most important one, which you can see right at the top, that if you want to try out an app for free, then CMS Connect would be the app, whereas we charge a fee of $995 a year for CMS Sync. So that is all from our side for today. I would like to take a pause here in case anybody has any questions. After the questions section, we will run a short quiz related to the session and share a few giveaways to the winners.